Welcome back to another live trading session after the previous successful trade. Looking forward to see another entry in this session here, traders, with all together. And I hope everybody is ready. Thank you very much. Hi coach, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Let's go to more profit. Yes, this is what we want to do here. Ready for more profit? Yes, I'm ready for more profits. Are you ready for more profits? You guys have seen that what happened in our previous sessions. What happened with the trade that we have opened off this level. It was incredible entry here, and that was a big move that we have opened in our previous session of this level. After this false breakout, the market has drop down back below to this support area here that I'm looking at now. More entry in this session here. Thank you. And I'm ready here as well. This is exclusive live session for the first trading day of this week. And I guess you guys also here ready for another big move to take on. And let me see, all of you are here. Hello, welcome. Welcome back to another live trading session that we are looking at here. And daily chart is quite significant. And I'm going to do here a multiple time frame analysis. Now, multiple time frame analysis is the key here that you can see in this market. Okay, so if you look at that here, this is the multiple time frame analysis. We will be looking at higher time frame, lower time frame, and also we'll be looking at, so that means the technical, fundamental, and sentiment analysis here in this market. So we're looking at here, we'll be looking at technical, fundamental, as well as the sentiment analysis here in this market. So make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. So here is what we're looking at. We're looking at, first of all, the weekly chart to see that overall direction in this market. This is the weekly market structure that you can see. This is the weekly price. You know, there is a weekly high. And also if you look at here, this is the weekly resistance line. There is a strong bearish engulfer that you can see off this level. The market has created this long bearish engulfer that you can see in this market. Lower highs, yes, absolutely. And with this weekly market structure that you can see, pretty stronger bearish engulfer that has formed from the weekly chart on gold. And if you look at the monthly, we can see similar kind of price action of this level. The market has created this bearish engulfer. Now if you look at the daily price action here on gold, on the daily, we can see that also significant downtrending move so far has happened. So off this level, that from the order block that you can see, the market here tested the order block, this support which turned resistance, and with this support turn resistance from the daily chart on XAUUSD, showing that this market now possibly to revert again back below in that direction. And so therefore, if you look at this market structure here, this is a downtrend and maintaining the downtrend here. 48 minute chart, lower highs, yep. And And from the technical analysis that I'm looking at on gold to create possibly further downtrending move here in this market. So you can see this is a significantly falling market that you can see in this area. And because there is, if you look at that here, there is a bearish price action in this move, and with this bearish price action, because this is a falling market, guys, this is where I'm putting the highest emphasis. In our previous trade, if you look at here of this resistance line, we have sold this market and successfully closed our first trade here in this market, right? Now this is currently falling back below of this level, and it's a strongly falling market. And because the market is strongly falling, we are looking at this market structure to potentially reverse here back, testing this 20 EMA, and then to return again back down here below in the major flow. So the price, if you look at that, the previous hour there was a break below, and after breaking that low, the market has crossed this high. And if you look at the market has crossed this high, and with this cross of this the price reversing back to this key level of resistance line here, what we can see, the price has reached that area of value. Now of that area of value, if the market reach that area of value that I'm looking at here in this market, to retest this high here and then to return again back below. And if you look at that, this is where there is a 10 and 20 MA crossover, and with this 10 and 20 MA crossover, then looking forward to see this market eventually breaking off this resistance line, breaking off that trend line, which I'm looking at here in this market to give me a possible entry. Now you can see that this is the recent level of resistance, where with this resistance here, and also resistance here, the price possibly to retest and then to return again back below in the direction of this major trend. And that's what I'm looking at in this market structure to give me a possible entry for this move back below here in the major flow, in the major direction of the trend. And so as this market showing its pattern back below, that's what I'm looking at, slowly breaking back below. And once we see that this local uptrend that you can see is breaking back below of this level, we are looking at here for potential sell opportunity in this market. And because there is, if you look at that break below, and because the market is breaking back below here, that I'm looking at for this price action to give me possible entry. Now this is the technical aspect of the market that you can see here in that area. And with this technical aspect, as this is a downtrending market and there is a technical aspect of the market to show its pattern back below, here I'm looking at now from the fundamental and also the sentiment aspect of the market to see how the market has done. There is a data has come out. You can see the Canada Consumer Price Index has come out, and if you look at the calendar, we are seeing that how the CAD data, the forecast was 0.7% for the CPI, and I think that the actual is 0.4%, which has lowered than was expected. So if you look at the CAD, how does I think oil might show downside move because of that, because of the war. Oil is actually bullish, but I think with the data there's some short-term downside move on CAD. on WTI. Now, how does that also influence the USD CAD price? So we can see that dollar CAD has moved back to the upside with 20 EMA crossover and also 10 EMA crossover. Dollar CAD has broken back to the upside, which is showing that USD CAD has created an uptrending momentum here back above. So dollar CAD, if you look at that here, creating a bullish momentum back to the upside on dollar CAD, and which is showing that dollar is getting stronger here. So if you look at that on DXY, it's an uptrend. Euro, you can see there is a downtrending move here. And if you look at that this is XAUUSD, where there is, if you look at that, if with the dollar CAD, with the increase of, that means that upside on DXY move, if you look at, so DXY is having this upside momentum. If you closely look at, you can see this is the DXY move, and because there is a DXY move here, which is showing that uptrending market structure on DXY, and because DXY is up here, we could see that on XAUUSD potentially to remain here bearish. So with the upside movement on gold that I'm looking at here for this price action to eventually retest this previous 10 EMA of this level that you can see, and with this 10 EMA, this is in a downtrend where the market has tested the 20 EMA, tested the 10 EMA. We can see that the market, what you can see now, a pullback. So this pullback could create potential selling pressure here in this market, and that's what I'm looking at here in this price action to show its potential reversal back below in this market. So this is the lower time frame that you can see, and with a long wick candlestick pattern, with a long wick doji here, as the market has shown multiple liquidity rejection of this level here. I'm looking at here for this price action to give me a possible sell opportunity, and this is a falling market, therefore any sell entry will be a good idea as the market trend is bearish. And also from the if you look at that here on some of the geopolitical news, here we see that there is a 2 hours ago there is a high impact news here, which is a red folder. Let's say Iran news agency explosions were heard in Qasem Island, causes unknown. So around 2 hours ago there is a explosion heard, and let's say that where so I think there are some explosion that news came out. So with this move, which is a part of the, if you look at that recent Iran war and Middle East war, and you know that now with this current situation, we saw there was, I think there was a schedule for attack on Iran. That's what I have heard, and then it was postponed today. So what we are looking at here in the market is that continued oil price move back to the upside that you can see from the technical. So I'm looking at both. I think this 1 hour drop is for the postpone, and then the market again picked up. So I'm looking at oil price to interpret that potential the direction of the market, because we'll not be able to know that exactly what coming up. Could we go back to 4520? There might be a downside, but at the moment, if you look at this here on oil, that I can see there is a potential for bounce back to the upside here on gold. So on oil, so therefore gold also shows a continued downtrending market structure here. So you can see that it rejected back to back twice. Now this might be creating a head and shoulder here in this area, and that head and shoulder might create a downtrending move in this market. And this is what I'm looking at here in this price section. If you look at that, this is key resistance area. So with this resistance level that you can see from this key level, the market has reacted back below. And I'm looking at again 1 hour chart. Now the 1 hour candle closing in 15 minutes. This is a very important price action because the market has reached that key resistance area that you can see from the 1 hour time frame. And with this crossover of both 10 and 20 EMA that you can see, because there is a crossover of 10 and 20 EMA, we are looking at here for this market to here remain what I think that here downside. There is a void here, right? So looking at this zone, there is a huge potential for the daily candlestick pattern to break below. What do you think? What's your bias? I'm sharing a poll here, so share your opinion. What is your bias on gold today? So here is the bias that you can see, which is, if you look at that, I've shared a link that you can share your bias on gold, that what you could see in these upcoming days. Gold will drop hard. How many of you think that gold is going to drop hard? Do you think that it's going to be big move back down here? There are a few confluences that we can discuss from the technical. Do you think it's going to get hard here on gold? If you look at here, that you can see this is a resistance line where there is a liquidity grab and then drop the market entirely back below, and also there is a liquidity grab here, the market dropped. So it is showing that here, the technically from the trend perspective, that gold is strongly bearish. Therefore, any pullback is what we are looking at here for potential sell entry. Now the data that you can see on CAD shows that there is a potential for the CAD became bearish. So dollar CAD, we saw that upside, but with the oil pick up, if you look at that, oil price is up, gold is also potentially to remain here bearish. Now 4-hour price action on gold also, if you looked at the weekly forex forecast, also discussed the same thing here. The market has broken back below of this weekly forex forecast on gold. And here now that I'm looking at in this lower time frame, this is a liquidity sweep here that you can see, and the market is slowly breaking back below in that area with a liquidity sweep multiple times of this level, as this structure that you can see is eventually could be breaking below of this level, and that's what we might see that this market to trend here in the major direction of the flow. This is a key level, and now we are coming to the 1 minute chart. Any break above here, I will be preparing for an entry. So are you ready for an entry? Gold will drop hard. Let's see that. Let's see that. I think so. If it isn't hard, there is a chances for this market to remain here bearish in the major direction of the flow. We're ready. Let's go. Let's go gold. Yep, this is what we're looking at. Let's look that here of this. This is an initial drop that you can see of this level. Now the market on a pullback, and we are looking at this price action to drop down in the major flow. And that's what you can see here in this area, that this market to eventually break below. Okay, so it's going up, and any time if you look at our previous trade that we have opened off this level, and any time that I'm looking at here, also this trade to come out as we expected, like the previous one. But we want to see that this market has gained enough momentum of this resistance line. This is the 1 hour candlestick pattern. This 1 hour price action that you can see has already tested this high, and if you look at the price action, shows that there is a possible reaction here with this drop. It's on a pullback here, and let's see that here how many peep at this level. So I'm going to look for sell. So I'm looking at sell. That means that I'm going short on gold. And this is a significantly moving market now at the moment. And we'll keep the stop loss at 4552.94. And we'll be taking the TP target here at 4517.47. And another trade that I'm looking at here to enter. I placed sell of this level and expecting that the market trend to remain. Even if we go for a pullback here, I have a little wider stop loss here, little, so that you can have enough confluence, enough space here. This is the second trade that I'm running in after the previous one successful close. So the previous one that you have open has closed with 240 pip. Okay, so here is the market is creating this narrow pullback zone, and I'm looking forward to see that the market to here show its potential further move, or you could see that pullback to the upside, but I will be looking to see how the market does. If you look at that, so far it has shown a downside movement, and from the 4-hour perspective here as well, it created pretty large doji here. Therefore, the bias here could still be down. Now you set our TP at this level, see that how far it goes. Key here is to make sure you manage the risk accordingly, and also it can try to create a potentially semi-circular structure, but I think that the market to eventually break below here. Thank you. Going to sell and looking to see that move. It's coming down here back below. I'm running in and it's started to move here, that as we discussed in that area, the candle close, and you can see the market has shown that pattern. Already, so you start to move here back in that area that you guys look at, and we can see the market is moving, and we are looking at here for this price action to continue to drop, that here the price action to remain bearish in this area. Okay, I'm running in quite a few pip profit here that you can see in that area. This is what the market is showing its pattern back below, and looking forward to see that to maintain its downtrending move, and we are almost 90 pip here in that area, and looking forward to see to go further lower here to create a new lower low in this market. Okay, almost there, and I'm almost hitting the profit target with the another trade that has taken 180 pip move down back below, and I'm seeing that that move, and let's see that if we will be running or we'll be taking it out. It dropped well below here, and I'm happy to close this position again with this very good profit, 150 pip to 60 pip, and I wouldn't delay to take profit, which is very good to take now at the moment. And I'm sharing in the group here the update. That is awesome. I'm out with this profit with 155 pip. We can re-enter again once we can see that. Done, profit taken. Now with this movement, if you look at here, the market shows its bearish move that you can see in that area, and I'm looking forward to see the price action to break, continue, and we can re-enter again. This is what trading is, guys. And I'm looking at this kind of move over and over again. When you see the market is doing that, when you see that there is a drop here, you can take that move and let me know. Just came online, we have taken that. We can look for more entries, but I would like to see that if you have taken the trade, say yes if you have taken the trade, and make sure you like and also stay connected for more updated education as well as analysis that I'm sharing every day for regular update. Thank you. And this is what we are looking at here in that market, the regular trade update, regular trade analysis. I was late. Okay, that's fine. We just got the profit hit on this one. Please keep streaming every day. Please, I want your mentorship. How can I get your contact, please? Okay, so thank you for your interest. Here we have thousands of traders trading with me every single day. Now if anyone wants to send your charts or any question that you have, you can directly reach out with this on Telegram. You can send your charts or any question that you have. Also, you can find link below this video for all the updates and for all the questions that you have. You can ask. You can find all this admin chat link and also other essential for you to progress as a trader below this video. Now we can see the market has, since we opened the trade, straight drop back below after this 1 hour candle close, and the market trend is bearish, that you can see. And we are looking at here as the market started to trend back down and it's maintaining its downtrend. And I'm looking forward to see that the price action to again, if you look at that now on a pullback. So with this movement, patience is key. We have secured one trade, and I'm looking at again for another entry as the profit taken here. and I'm looking at for this one again to give me another entry once the market has gone for another pullback. And this is what we will be looking at here in this market. Let's wait to see. If you see the price action going up, don't buy here. This is not a bullish market. Keep in mind that it's a bear market, and I'm looking at here for selling opportunity in this market. So if you look at from this support, it's breaking back to the upside here. And with this movement that I'm looking at here for this price action to break back to the upside here in that area. Alright, so you can see off this support, the price action slowly moving up here and can maintain its upside. And we could see that the price action to if you look at from this support area, which is possibly going back here further upside, and it can create another selling pressure in this market. If you closely look at it, you can see that it can create another selling pressure. And I'm looking at here after this break of this high, the price action to eventually break below in that area, break below to create a downward movement here in that area. And I'm looking at here for this price action to give me an entry opportunity here in this area. So if you look at that, with this bounce, the market now has gone up, and with this going upside here, this is where there is now what I would consider it as a deeper pullback, and that pullback can create another selling pressure here in this market. Of this support, it's creating an upside bias here, and we can see that this upside bias might create here a possible selling pressure in this area. And I'm looking forward to see that this market, after this initial break back to the upside, to deepen here, and with this deep down back below, and I'm looking for this price action to maintain its downtrend and to go back below here to the support area. And I guess you enjoyed. Let me know how many of you enjoyed. Still just begin the session here. We have more to take when the market moves, and I'm really willing to take more positions, more trades. That's what we are looking at here, that more trades, more opportunities. That's what you want to see, guys. This is what you are looking at for an entry with high probability setup. Now we have entered. This is the second trade after the previous one. Now I'm going to go through the full details while you are looking at the next trade. But before we go to the next trade, also I would like to look at what is happening with the current geopolitical situation. So in the meantime, by the way, for those who wanted to join the premium group, we have taken quite a few members recently, and I'm sharing the link here for this week to join, and where I'm sharing all my trades as well as the analysis, that you can access every trade that I am opening, and also you can access the educational course here. So this, don't miss out this link here. So directly you can access the premium group from here. You can click that link and join there right now. to be part of this trading community for the rest of your life. This is a rare opportunity. You guys have seen that I'm trading every single day in this live session, and I'm trading for years, doing the live streaming for now more than 5 years, and this is a rare opportunity for you. Okay, so take that chance, click that link and join there, because the link will not be visible all the time because it's not always available. Okay, I take some members and train them and then wait for the next one to come. So it's the timing that you can take and take your trading to the next level. For those who have joined, just you can go to the top of the group here and go at the top of the group, and then check at the top the pinned videos where you can find all the lessons that you need to learn to become a consistently profitable trader. So I'm taking now 1 minute pause here, not 1 minute, 30-second pause. Should be 30 seconds, should be okay, so that you can go down to the description and join that link for those who are willing to take your trading to the next level. Done. Welcome. Cool. That is welcome. Now looking at here, if you look at here, this is, hopefully we'll get another go trade, and I missed the second one. That's fine, that's fine. We'll have plenty of them, and I'm really excited to take another one as soon as it appears. We are in a market that is now really trending, and we can see that there is a significant move happening in the market due to some, if you look at that, current geopolitical as well as the fundamental, and also due to the sentiment perspective that is happening currently in the market. So it is crucial that you always pay attention, keep focus, and take the trade with the full risk managed setup. And that's what I'm looking at, to enter a trade that is a high probability, and entering with proper risk management, with the full the confidence that the market most likely will go to our profit target. This is what we are looking at here in this market. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And here is what we can see now of this. This is the recent resistance line of this, and looking at here for this price action to break below, and we can see that the market to break down back below and to continue in that area. And here is, if you look at, this is an imbalance, entirely a complete imbalance here in this area. And with this imbalance, that the market to continue to drop back below, that we are looking to see the price action to break below and even lower further to create a new lower low here in this market. So you can see the market has shown the overall directional bias that we are seeing. And with this overall directional bias, now would like to see the pullback, which is potentially to go back in this area where there is a higher possibility for this market structure to move here back above, potentially to create a new higher high. And I'm looking for re-entry. Come on. Let's look for another one. And here is, I'm looking at gold is falling very strong. Is like telling us that the US is going to bomb Iran again on the next week. WTA is going up, like confirming. Let's see that what's happening. Yeah, WTA had a pretty strong breakout again, that you can see. What's the potential reason for WTA again? You can see that this is what also I was discussing earlier, the WTI potentially to remain here bullish, which is in fact an uptrend, that you can see, and this uptrend is quite important. If you look at around WTI, this is where there is a resistance level that you can see, which what I think WTI is potentially to cross that level. If it is crossing that level, this market potentially to create a new higher high. So WTI is bullish. That means gold is potentially or possibly most likely to remain here downside. And you can see there is a significant bearish trend on gold. We have taken 170. The previous one was 250 pip. Now this is a falling market, right? Not falling angel, falling market. So what we are looking at here with this falling market, to follow with it, right? To follow with it, what do you need here? A deeper pullback. Are you ready for another one? W is going like confirming, yes, you can see that. So my level here that I'm looking at to break any of these recent swing high and to give me a sell entry opportunity of this level. Yes, so this time I will not be take a very large profit target. We might take comparatively smaller move because the market already has dropped well below, and I wouldn't be expecting too hard drop to take a too big profit target. Rather, I will be keeping it at the previous daily low here. Now for this to happen, you want to see that another thing to happen, right? Conditional. You want to see that pullback, right? And that's why it will create further entry opportunity. And I might enter very fast, so stay prepared if there is an entry, because here if the market successfully break below, which is we can see that downtrend, here we might see that the market keep dropping, keep coming down, and I will be taking that move here as soon as we can see that price action confirmation. 4505 could be a good level to see how the market react to that, and I think even before that the price may continue to drop. You want to see a narrow consolidation. This is the 1 minute chart, and wherever I entered that I will be keeping my TP target at 4582 level. All right, so this is what, but I still didn't enter. I'm waiting for the pullback to happen, and this is the 5 minutes candlestick pattern that you can see. With this one close, if we see that the other one is up, or before that if the market coming here, then we have to wait little hard to get that pullback again for us to be able to look for that sell entry. Patience is key, and you guys see that it pays off. Whenever you are patient, it will pay off. All right, patience pays off. Anything. Just be patient, delay your gratification, and then wait for the right entry to come. Ready? Okay, that's fine. Even if you miss a trade, that's fine. Like it's a part of trading. Once you see that, if you look at it, you can see that move back to the upside here, and the move that will give you the trade, it will show you. Okay, it will show you how the market does. All right, which is very important to look at. When you see that, okay, now the current level 4505, the entry that you need to enter, it will show you that how it looks like. For example, if we see that one in this strongly falling market, if the one candle goes up here, that's a good opportunity for us to sell off this level here. start to break below, and that's a massive drop that you can see here in this area. Okay, so here's an initial move and the 5 minutes candle closing here. If any of this initial resistance line is broken, we see that that has formed. We will be looking at here entry of this level. You are good. So thank you very much. It's a good waterfall in gold. Yes, we can see that. That's a very good waterfall, and you can see that the market has reacted to that. And with this waterfall, that if you look at that, it really reacted to that. Now with this reaction of this waterfall, we're looking at here for this market eventually to break that low and then to create a new area of value here. So I'm looking at here for the price action to break that back to the upside. And once you see that the market, if you look at the 5 minutes, we want to see now a deeper pullback, and then we can look at entry. It has already broken the daily low that if you look at, and with this break of this daily low, you're looking at here for the market to eventually break above, going back to any of this initial level, and then we are looking at entry of this zone here. So if you look at off this level, now it's trying to push here back above, and I'm ready to enter anytime. Let's delete these levels here to see an entry back of this. This is the recent level here that you are seeing, and the 5 minutes price action going up can create here potential selling pressure. I'll be looking to enter with this 5 minutes candle if this one shows potentially green move back to the upside here. Otherwise, if it is not closing as a narrow green candle, there is a chance for the market to again bounce back here. So here is the market shows its initial movement back below here that you can see, and now it's maintaining the downtrend, and we should see some form of pullback and then potential going back down. Yes, so which is needed because we can re-entry at any time after the second trade, but you see that the one that we have opened was off this level when the market has gained momentum and was creating a pretty strong downside. So now the market has extended well below. Now in this market, what we need here, that a deeper pullback that can give us, what do you think? Yep, a deeper pullback. I mean, what do you think? I think the market will continue to drop here, and with this continuation back below, if you look at it's a pretty stronger drop, we would see now a potentially a deeper pullback. Now this deeper pullback that you can see can create here, this deeper pullback can create pressure here for again for selling. So now for me, I will be entering with not a regular pullback, but a move and break of structure can give us that entry opportunity here in this market. Now with this price action, that you can see the market is now trying to break this high, and okay, the 15 minutes level is here at this zone on the 15-minute chart, and with this 15 minutes break up level here, we will be looking to see the market to retest and then to return here back below. And it's a falling market, so going up can create selling pressure, or it can still be pushing a little higher. Recon, I don't think we will see any further drop. We might range and go back further for a gold pullback. What do you think? Okay. Let me see from the 4-hour. Yeah, this is one possibility. If you look at the 12 minutes price action, and if you look at this 1 hour, right, this is a significant drop here. Now if this candle closing, let's say somewhere here where it is now, then we could see a pullback, but there is a very strong drop, and it is less likely for me that it might straight going back here, which is can happen. But what I think that the next hour candle might range here. You are right, might be ranging or remaining in still in a downtrend, because daily price, if you look at this kind of drop that you can see on the daily, is highly bearish, and from the weekly, as you know, that it's a sharply falling market. So the bias here is still be remaining here bearish. So, and there are larger candles that you can see on the 15 minutes, large red candles. And I think if you look at, you see that the pullbacks are very smaller and narrow. So whenever the market is going to any of this level, it's getting that reaction, getting that rejection back below. Yes, we will range inside the 1 hour drop. High and low of the 1 hour candle might be entering range for the rest of the night. Now, even neither I don't think that it's gonna go for the very large range. You see, this is, I'm looking at the 1 minute. There is a two, three large wave, right? One here, and then massive one here, and then one here, and then now the market in a consolidation, right? So this is a triangular pattern that you can see. So breaking out of this can again create a selling pressure. So therefore, going up can create selling pressure. This is a very large drop, and it is less likely that the market will entirely go back here. Instead, breaking out of this here, and then we'll see that can create another selling pressure for the market to drop again back below. So that could be that the market reaction of this. Let's wait to see few 10 minutes for the candle to close. And if we see that with this candle, if it is a pullback, you would see that this 10 minutes, within this 10 minutes, the market to go again back above and then to drop. So you could see that whatever move happening to the upside, it's happening before this 1 hour candle close. And if you look at the 4 hour, that's a massive drop. With this 1 hour candle close, the market is dropping with this 1 hour and then going up and then coming back again. So you see, this is the 30 minutes, which is from here. This is the lower of this 30 minutes price action. It's almost at the top of this 30 minutes candlestick pattern. And even if this candle closes as like this as a pin bar, the next one might go up a little bit and then could try to break below here. So it's on a zone where the market could show that downward pressure again. But I'm still not entering because the candle close coming. Patience is king. That's why you guys say that we had a very high win rate, because of the patience that we have in each of this trade that we are running. And welcome. Look at the gap. Just been crossed the 15 minutes high. So now you could see that before this 1 hour candle close, the most of the move might happen here. Okay, so if it is happening before you have another 5 minutes candle to close, if the market is going up, you could see that the next one is straight going back to the upside here in that area. So it reached that high and then getting some reaction of this zone. Alright, so here is this is now creating a long wick doji. Now in this zone here, the question is, are you going to see a bearish move or entirely break back to the upside? If you look at the 1 hour here, closing with a pretty long candlestick pattern, and there is a, as I mentioned, with the first move of this 1 hour candle, the price to potentially go back to that key level, right? So now, because there is a pretty long week, if this week is not that much of longer, I would say that the next one is coming to fill. Still, this is a possibility here. Now the 15 minutes, that shows that there is little stronger move. This market can, I agree with one of you said, I think is Babaya, this market now has a possibility to move back again to the resistance line before it drop again back below, because it dropped a lot and then moved a lot here. The next level that we might see that this market now to be ready for sell again here, to break this high again. Now still can continue to drop, still can create a new lower low. You can see the market has created a pretty narrow doji here. If it does, we will see very interesting structure formation here in this area. It could create a very interesting structure in this area here. Let the market pull back, be patient. I'll be back in just less than a minute. After a 30-second break or 1 minute, and I'll be back, guys. Hope that you'll see you. Let's wait for another entry in this area. Okay, so okay, so you can see the market has here in this area, this is the 5 minutes price action, and I think there is a possibility now for $30 price action. Again, the price has crossed this high, and the 5 minutes price action shows that there is a higher possibility for this market to trend back below here in that area, and therefore the possibility here to drop back below is higher. And I'm always fully cautious about any entry for the best trade setup. Should go back again below to fill down 4490. This zone, you can see this is a gap here, which is a fair value gap up to this level, which is nearly to 124 pip. So the market might here come down and could still go back again, because there is a 1 hour. If you look at this, is a pretty long week. If this 1 hour candle didn't have that much of longer wick, then I would definitely look to sell here. But now it created a too large, like the excessive longer wick. The market might still come to fill that full, or we could see that, you know, coming down and going back again. So you want to see that couple of times the market is getting rejection. You can see that whenever it's coming below, it's trying to push again back above to this zone here. And that is where you need to be little bit of understanding that this trend started to back again below, or it just breaking the low and going back again to the upside. Right. And because there is a strong selling pressure, we are not also looking to buy here. This market is not a good area to buy. It's a falling market. So this is what I would like to look at, that you can see here in this area. Okay, with a retest of this 15 minutes 10 EMA, we can see that there is an initial move, and here I would like to delete those levels here, those lines here, and we will see that where the market is creating its structure in this area, and that's where we can see the market. If you look at that, this is a 10 EMA that expecting the market to break below here from the 10 EMA, which is the previous resistance, and also this is 15 minutes 10 EMA. So back to back, two large 5 minutes candle. The market has come to this is now in an imbalance, right? So this is an area of imbalance, and so this is what here it might now do, that it will drop a little bit and then going back up. So the recent trend line is here. It's gonna find it hard to entirely drop back below. You could see that now potentially going here to retest again this high, or entirely coming down below to this support area. I will only be seller, as I mentioned earlier here, and there is another 1 minute doji has formed. So if you look at, it's potentially going back again towards the upside here, which is taking this price action back to this key level. And that's very important to see how the market reacting to that level. We have 10 minutes remaining for this price action to close. Okay, this is a channel that you can see. This is a channel that possibly now to break in this direction. There is a gap here. So this is the drop that you can see in this area. Big drop, big drop. And from this high, the market shows that price action pattern. And I'm looking to see, if you look at that overall picture here in this market, to trend back below here to the support area And with this break below, this is the lower time frame market structure, shows that the trend is continuing and there is a fair value gap. It's not suitable like the first one that we have opened. And that's why the entry comes. You see that here if we enter, it's not gonna move a big directional move, but once we see that the market created because of the 1 hour price action that you have seen, the first one was a massive move that you guys have seen that, and the second one has just rejected of this. Now the key here to look for Okay, so before this 30-minute candle close, what kind of price action we can see? The second close, which is a bearish engulfer that you can see of this, and most likely you'd see the market to go again to cross this high. Could see a reaction here back. This is a liquidity sweep here in that area that you can see. And of this trend line at the moment, come on, what is happening with WTI? Let's look at here that what the market is at little sideways. And if you look at the 1 hour here, we can see there is a doji, and after that the market has created this sideways market. Gold is still in a bearish trend. Overall market, if you look at the dollar CAD, shows upside bias. USD JPY from the 4 hour that we can see has created a bearish rejection of this level that you can see, that bullish rejections that the bears try to break, shows an upside here. And USD JPY, as we discussed previously, potentially continuing its move back towards the upside to create a new higher high. So dollar yen is in an uptrend, so which is showing that a strengthening of USD. And also if we look at the WTI, shows upside. Therefore gold is still to remain here bearish, and we can see that price action. This is the 5 minutes. Whenever the price is going up, getting a stronger rejection of this higher price that you can see. This may try to break above again. I think it is now possibly creating a head and shoulder. And this is now 50-50 probability that this market will break below or coming down here. Okay, so with that said, emotions are hard to control. Fear and gold, so it's a part of trading. Okay, so if you know, not only you, every trader experience that emotion. You know, I also experienced the same thing emotion in the beginning of my trading, and still I experience these days. So which is the way you can resolve or reduce that emotion is by managing the risk firstly. Secondly, that to make sure that you keep consistency, right? Because once you learn trading, once you become good in trading, it becomes easier for you to trade the market every single day and 30 minutes, an hour a day, and that's enough, right? This is the main goal of a trader, is to become a consistently profitable trader, right? Yeah. So we had 2 trades today, 100% winner, right? Both of them. I don't need a lot. There is still 1 full session remaining to trade here. Now, the quality is more important than quantity, especially in trading. This is what I'm maintaining here with all of you guys, that you can see every single day. Now, I would encourage you to join the live session as soon as I begin, because majority of our live trades, if you go to the statistics, you will see that we take in the middle, we take in the end, and also we take in the beginning. So always the live session, beginning, middle, end. This part, don't miss out if you really want to catch all those trades. However, I would encourage you to now, this week, I'm keeping this premium group open for almost everyone, because this is not gonna be available anymore. So I'm sharing this premium link now so that you're not missing any trade that I'm sharing. This is a rare opportunity for you to access lifetime signal as well as education, where I'm sharing all the trade that you guys can see that I'm trading, and also courses, all the trading tools. So I have given the link here below, and I'm waiting 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, a little higher, right? 10 seconds. So that you can join there to access your access all the content that you can access in the group to become a consistent trader. So I've shared that link here, and that's great to see you, all of you. And I'm coming on live every single day, twice. So this week, like as usual, we'll be trading every single day. Today also I have came on live twice, and tomorrow we'll see you again there. Stay connected. We're just beginning the NY session, and I really take little time to enter, and I would like to see how the market is doing. Also, there will be an update will be posted in few minutes, along with gold and any other instrument that I am trading, including WTI, USD, JPY, Euro, Dollar. So keep eye for all of that in the channel for updates as well as analysis. I'll see you there again. Thank you for joining. We'll speak to you soon, and please the time you normally come. Okay, so the live session, for the timing of the live session, make sure you subscribe. Did you do that of this channel? And once you subscribe, also press the notification bell. The live session, usually, because if I tell my time, it might be different in your time, so better to check out the schedule when you are on the channel. Make sure you press that notification bell, right? And also, once you press the notification bell, wait for the live session to appear and check out your time, because we have people all around the world. So check out that timing twice every single day. And once you see that what time I'm coming, almost every day, similar time. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you again. Until that, stay well, stay happy.